Hello everyone, welcome back to Rapid Gyan. So guys, in this video we are going to solve the numericals on equations of motions which we have studied in our previous lecture, means in our previous video. So I'm expecting all of you have gone through my previous videos, not only the videos related to this particular example or this particular numericals, but the video from the beginning of this chapter, since the beginning of this chapter motion. So guys, those who have not gone through those videos, please go and watch that video. You can find the link of the playlist in the description section below. And now let's start with your numerical. So first question is saying, okay, I have written over here. So it's showing that a train is starting from rest. So guys, see, it's very important to read the questions carefully. It's very important to read the question very carefully. Why I'm saying this? Because see, whenever you are solving a numerical of physics or normal any maths question, mainly since we are talking about physics, so I'm talking about physics only. So it's very important to understand each and every word of the question. Okay, and you will have to write your observations first. So in this case, what you are seeing, a train is starting from rest. Starting from rest means its initial velocity, which is u, initial velocity denoted with letter u, which is equal to 0 meter per second. Why I am writing meter per second? Because the SI unit of velocity is meter per second. Okay, from rest and attains a velocity of 72 km per hour, means final velocity is equal to 72 km per hour. So see here beta, here your initial velocity is meter per second, your final velocity is 72 km per hour. So this also you will have to convert this into meter per second. So in order to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we will have to multiply this with 5 upon 18. Just remember this. So 18 4 ja 72, 5 4 ja 20. So your final velocity is your 20 meter per second. Okay. In 5 minutes, means time is given 5 minutes. So what is the SI unit of time? SI unit of time is second, means this I will have to convert into second. So 5 minutes into 60, which is equal to 300 seconds. Okay. So now you know u, you know v, you know t, correct? Now find the acceleration. So there are three equation of motion, if you guys remember. One is equal to v is equal to u plus at. Another one is your beta s is equal to ut plus half at square, and third one is your v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So these are the three equations of motions which we have studied in the previous video. Okay. So now you will find, in the first case you will have to find the acceleration. So whenever you will have to find the acceleration, you will have to use any one of these three equations. So clearly I can see beta my v is given, u is given, a I will have to find out, and t is given. So how you are going to do this? Simply beta use this formula, v equal to u plus at. So if you are going to use this formula, so I am going to use using equation 1. So what is your v? V is your 20. So I will write 20 is equal to u is your 0 plus a I will have to find out, t is my 300. So from here I will get a is equal to 20 upon 300, which is equal to 1 upon 15 meter per second square. Meter per second square. This is your answer. This is the first answer where you will have to find your acceleration. Okay. Now the second part of this question is saying, what is the second part of this question saying? Second part of this question is saying the distance traveled by train for attaining this velocity, means you will have to find the value of s. You will have to find the value of s. So now in order to find the value of s, we can use any one of these two formula. Either you use the second formula ut plus half at square, or v square minus u square equal to 2as. I already know v, I already know u, I already know a, so I will use this formula. So here I can clearly say that 2as is equal to v square minus u square. So from here your s is equal to v square minus u square upon 2a, correct? So v square minus u square. So what is your v? V is we have find out somewhere. Yeah, 20 meter per second. U is 0, means 20 square minus 0 square upon 2a. 2a means 2 times 1 upon 15. 2 times 1 upon 15, which I am going to solve. So from here this I will get 20 square is 400 this 15 will go up, so 400 multiplied by 15 upon 2. So this is 2 2 is 400, so this is 200 multiplied by 15, which is equal to your 3000 meter. We are finding S, which is 3000 meter. That's your answer, or you can also write it as 3 kilometer. That's your answer. So hope it's clear, guys. Now let's go ahead with the next example. What the next example is saying? Hold on. That a car accelerates uniformly from 18 km per hour to 36 km per hour in 5 seconds. So write your observation here. U is equal to beta 18 kilometers per hour. 18 km per hour. Convert this into meter per second. So 18 multiplied by 5 upon 18. 18 cancel out. You will get 5 meter per second. Okay. Now your V is your 36 kilometer per hour. 36 kilometer per hour. Convert this into meter per second. So 36 into 5 upon 18. 18 to the 36. 2 5 is 10 meter per second. Your next observation is your time, which is equal to 5 seconds. Correct? Now what you will have to find out? You will have to find out acceleration. Again, use the same formula. V is equal to U plus AT. So V is equal to 10 is equal to 5 plus A you will have to find out, T is equal to 5. So this 5 times A is equal to 10 minus 5. So A will be equal to 5 upon 5, which is equal to 1 meter per second square. Hope it's clear, guys. Now what you will have to do? You will have to find the distance. So distance, again we are going to use the same formula, which is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So S will become V square minus U square upon 2A. Correct? So what is your V? V is your 10. So here I can write 10 square minus of 5 square upon 2 times A is 1. So which is your 100 minus 25 upon 2, that is equal to 75 upon 2, which is equal to 37.5 meter. 37.5, this is point by the way, 37.5 meter. That's your answer. Hope it's clear, guys. Guys, if any one of you having any doubt, please feel free to ask your doubts in the comment section. Okay. So now let's solve the next example. Also, the next example is saying that the brakes applied to a car produced an acceleration of 6 meter per second square in the opposite direction. So see, this acceleration in opposite direction is what? If you guys remember, I have told you this is also called retardation. This is also called retardation, means acceleration in negative direction, acceleration in opposite direction. So here, since acceleration is a vector quantity, so I can write A is equal to minus of 6, A is equal to minus of 6 meter per second square. Okay. And now the brakes applied to a car produce an acceleration in the opposite direction of the motion if the car takes 2 seconds to stop. So time is equal to 2 seconds, and since it's stopping means its final velocity will become 0. We don't know the initial velocity, but its final velocity will become 0. Correct? So hope it's clear, guys. Now calculate the distance. Now you will have to find out S. Correct? So now in order to find out S, there are two formulas which we know. One is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This one formula we already know. Second formula is the third, means V square minus U square upon 2A, which is equal to S. So this is the second formula which we know. So if you look into this, guys, if I will have to find S, we will have to anyway in both the formula, we will have to find the value of U. Any one of the formula you can use, but in both the case, first you will have to find the value of U. Correct? Then only you will be able to apply any one of these formula. So what we will have to do, first we will have to find the value of U using first equation of motion, which is V is equal to U plus AT. Correct? So V is 0, I don't know U, I will have to find out. A is your minus of 6 times 2. So which is means 0 is equal to U minus 12. So U is equal to your 12 meter per second. So I got the value of U. Now since I got the value of U, so I can use any one of these two formula to find my answer. Okay. So I'm going to use this formula, s equal to ut plus half at square. So s is equal to ut plus half at square. I got the value means 12. Time I already know, which is your 2 seconds. So 12 times 2 plus half of a is your minus 6 multiplied by 2 square. So which is your beta 24 plus this is minus 3, 2 2 ja 4, 3 ja 12, minus 12. So 24 minus 12 is equal to 12 meter. So this 12 meter is your answer. Hope it's clear, guys. Okay. So these are the three examples given in your book, and now there are few questions. So here are around 5 questions. So let's start with those questions. So your first question is saying a bus starting from rest move with a uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find speed and the distance traveled. Okay. So here is your question, beta. So what the question is saying, I've always told ki always read the question very carefully and write down all the observations. So what's the first observation? They're saying that the bus is starting from rest. So if the bus is starting from rest, beta, it means the initial velocity, which is u, is equal to 0. Correct? Acceleration already given, which is 0.1 meter per second square. So 0.1 meter per second square. Okay. And for 2 minutes means time is given 2 minutes. So let's convert this minute into second, which is equal to 2 times 60, that is 120 seconds. Okay. Now you will have to find the speed required, means first thing you will have to find the value of v in the first part. So guys, see u at given, so simply use this formula, v is equal to u plus at. So v will be equal to u is your 0 plus a is 0.1 times t is 120. So here I can say v is equal to 120 times 1. So 120 times 1 is will be equal to 12 meter per second. So that's your answer. That's the answer of your A part, means A part. Now what's the B part is saying? B part, in the B part you will have to find the distance travel. Distance travel means you will have to find the value of S. So use this formula. We know that v square minus u square equal to 2as. So S will be equal to beta v square minus u square upon 2a. V is your 12, means 12 square. So this is 12 square minus u is 0, which is 0 square, divided by 2 times a. So 2 times a is equal to 0.1. So this is your 144. 12 times 12 is your 144, correct? Divided by 2 times 0.1. So this is 272. So 72 upon 0.1. So 72 0.1, this will be equal to 720 meter. So that's your answer. Hope it's clear, guys. Let's go to the next question. Next question is saying a train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. So means it's traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour, means initial speed itself, which is your u, is equal to 90 kilometer per hour. So convert this into meter per second. So 90 into 5 upon 18. So 18 5s are 90, 5 5s are 25 meter per second. So your initial speed is, your initial velocity is 25 meter per second. Brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of 0. Minus 0.5 means acceleration, which is your retardation, negative acceleration, which is minus of 0.5 meter per second square. Find how far the train will go before it brought to rest. Now it's brought to rest, guys. See here. That's why I told you to read the question very carefully. It's showing that brought to rest. Brought to rest means your the value of v is equal to 0 meter per second. And now how far? How far means you will have to find the value of s. Correct? You will have to find the value of s. So you already know v, you already know u, v you know, u you know, a you know. So you know that v square minus u square equal to 2as. So s will become beta v square minus u square upon 2a. So which is 0 square minus u square, u is 25, which is 25 whole square upon 2 times minus of 0.5, which is equal to beta minus of 625 upon minus of 2 times 0.5 is 1, minus minus cancel, which is equal to beta 625 meter is your answer. So beta, it's very simple question. 625 meter is your answer. Hope it's clear, guys. Now let's go ahead to the next question. Next question is saying that a trolley while going down an inclined plane has an acceleration of 2 centimeter per second square. Okay. So your acceleration is given, which is equal to 2 centimeter per second square. So see here it's centimeter per second square, means you will have to convert this into meter per second square. Always remember to convert the unit. Okay. So let's convert this. So in 1 centimeter there are 10 to the power minus 2 meter. We know that. See, I will write here 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter, which is actually 1 upon 100 meter. 1 upon 100 meter. So here 2 centimeter per second square means you will have to divide this 2 by 100. You will have to divide this 2 by 100. So if you divide this 2 by 100, you will get a 0.02 meter per second square. Okay. Now they are saying, and a trolley while going down, so while it's going down means of course the initial velocity will your 0 meter per second. Initial velocity will be 0 meter per second. What will be the velocity after t is given 3 second, and you will have to find the velocity, final velocity. So simple formula, v equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. Your u is, means v is equal to u is your 0 plus a is 0.02 multiplied by your time, which is 3. So v is equal to 0.06 meter per second. That's your answer. You can further, if you want, you can convert this into the centimeter per second also, but that's not needed. So 0.06 meter per second is your answer. Hope it's clear, guys. So see, it's very important to convert the unit. Your unit should always be in the SI unit form. Just remember this, very important, guys. Okay. Now let's go to the next question. Next question is the fourth question. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. So I will simply write it over here. Acceleration is equal to 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds after start? Means after start. So again, so they are saying a car. So after start means the u will always be your 0. In this case, u will be your 0 meter per second square. Correct? Sorry, 0 meter per second. Time is giving 10 seconds. What you will have to find? Distance you will have to find. So how you are going to find the distance? You know u, you know t, you know a, and you will have to find s. So use the second equation of motion, which is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Correct? So u is your 0. So 0 times 10 plus half times 4 times t square, that is 10 square. So this is 0 plus 2 to the 4, 10 square is 100, that's 200. So S will be equal to 200 meter. That's your answer. So it a very simple question. Just you will have to read the question very carefully, and you will have to figure it out which formula I will have to use. That's it. Otherwise the simplification is very easy. Now let's go to the next question. Next question is saying, okay, let's read this question first carefully. A stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction with a velocity of 5 meter per second. If the acceleration of the stone during the motion is 10 meter per second square in the downward direction, okay, so what will be the height attained by the stone and how much time will it take to reach there? Okay, so see guys, let's start writing the observation. The first observation is saying that a stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction with a velocity of 5 meter per second, means initial velocity is your 5 meter per second. Okay, and if the acceleration of the stone is during the motion is 10 meter per second, so like see here it's showing that the acceleration is 10 meter per second square in the downward direction, and now your stone is going up but your acceleration is in downward direction, means the a will become minus of 10 meter per second square. Okay, now what will be the height attained by the stone? So in this case, height is actually means displacement. Height means your displacement. You will have to find it out. And of course, if it will go up, so at one point it will stop. If it will go up, at one point it will stop, so means your v will become 0. Your v will become 0. So they are saying, and by how much time will it take to reach there? So you will have to find the t also. So this is you will have to find. So you have already written your observations and you have already written what you will have to find. So let's first find the value of s. So I know v, I know u, I know a. So I will use the third equation of motion, which is v square minus u square equal to 2as. So s is equal to beta v square minus u square upon 2a means 0 square minus of 5 square upon 2 times minus of 10. So that is equal to 25 upon minus of 25 minus of 20. This is cancel out. Okay, 25 upon 20. Okay, 2, so I will just 12.5 upon 10. So this will become 1.25 meter. So this is your height. Means if you are going to throw that stone up with a speed of with the initial velocity of 5 meter per second, so your stone will go 1.25 meter above the ground or above the point from where you have thrown that. Okay. Now the next part of it, you will have to find the value of t. So simply use this formula, v is equal to u plus at. So your t will become v minus u upon a. Okay, means 0 minus 5 upon minus of 10. This is minus 5 upon minus 10. This is cancel out, which is 1 upon 2 second. 1 upon 2 second, that's your answer. Okay, 1 upon 2 second, that's your answer. So hope it's clear, guys. Now let's see if you are having. So there are only 5 questions, I guess. Yes, so there are only 5 questions in this topic. Now after this the exercise we are going to. So before exercise there is one very small topic. I don't know why they have given in your book, but since they have given, I will explain. They are talking about uniform circular motion. So I will tell you what is uniform circular motion first. So see, but uniform motion, I have told you that uniform motion means your velocity is constant. This is your uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion means your velocity is constant, but the motion is on a circular path. Motion is on a circular path, means like this. So if your motion is on this circular path, if your motion is moving around this circular path, means this kind of motion is called your circular motion. And if your velocity is constant, if your speed or if your velocity, if your speed is equal to constant, if your speed is constant, means this is called your uniform circular motion. And in this case, if you will have to find the value of speed, how you are going to? So speed is what, beta? Simply distance upon time. So in order to make a complete circle, suppose this is radius r. So in order to make a complete circle, what the distance they will do? Distance is nothing but the circumference of the circle, which is equal to 2 pi r upon time taken t. So that's the formula of finding the speed in a circular motion. Speed in case of uniform circular motion. So that's it. So let me see. C here v equal to 2 pi r upon t. 2 pi r upon t. Let's see if there is anything else in this case. No. So that's it, guys, from this chapter. So in the not this chapter, in this video. So in the next video I will be explaining your will be solving exercise questions. So meanwhile, guys, I will recommend please go and solve these exercise questions by yourself. All these exercise questions by yourself. Okay. And very soon I will be uploading the solution for this, but I will strongly recommend to solve these questions by yourself. And if you are having any doubt, any question, any type of doubt, guys, please feel free to ask your doubts in the comment section. You can send me an email where at info@rapidgyan.com, rapid rapidgyan.com, or you can also message me, WhatsApp me where +918722221212. This is my WhatsApp number, guys. You can also send me your doubts over here, and definitely I will get back to you. Bye bye. Take care.